Was the business here in New Orleans?
In Austin.
In Austin?
Yeah. And in Mexico the week before.
So, again, specifically, what is your job title? What do you do?
International relations from the local level, from the city. I do city-to-city cooperation, European Union projects, sister cities program, etc.
Interesting. So you work with the European Union?
Of course, yeah. That's what I do.
What did you just broker, if I may ask? What was your business about this time?
About what?
What was it that you are in business for this time? What did you...
It was a cooperation project with the European Union and North American cities.
Now, of course, a lot is being talked about the European Union, the fact that it might break up.
Yeah, with the Brexit issue, but I don't think we are built strong and it won't break up.
Now, there's also talk that things like the European Union and the TPP and all these big economic blocs that are being formed are part of the Agenda-21 program. Are you familiar with Agenda-21?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
I am.
And you're in favor of centralization of big government corporations over individuality?
Excuse me, say it again.
These big conglomerates.
I'm not in favor of big companies.
Yeah, but the talk of things like the EU and the TPP and forming these huge.
I don't like the TPP.
Okay, well, it's good. I'm glad. This is a good thing I'm hearing.
I don't like the TPP.
All right. But there's the pushback from these groups that are forming is that it's centralizing power.
I don't like that.
Well, isn't that what the EU is about? Basically, it's a centralization of power.
No, actually, it's more decentralization because member states, we lift some of our competences into the European Union. So, in a way, it's a centralized. It's a union of decentralized countries. So.
Well, of course, the biggest rub that people say is that, well, we didn't elect these people. You got people at the head of the EU that basically aren't elected officials. Am I correct?
No, they are elected. We have European elections, and we vote for our European Parliament members every 4 years.
Well, just to clarify for this, lay person. Is there a central head of the EU? Is there any one governing body? And who is the head of the EU right now?
The head of the... we have a European presidency that it rotates every 4 years at the moment. I don't know which... I think it's Hungary. I don't know. But then we have the president of the European Parliament, the president of the European Commission, which is the executive body. And so, yes, there's a big institution there, with elected members and executive members.
I'm trying to get this square because you seem to be someone that's interested, open to commerce, trade.
I'm not that much into commerce or trade because my work is more focused into institutional stuff.
Institutional stuff.
Yeah. Okay, well, it was nice talking to you.
Thank you. I
hope I could clarify more later.
Oh, I hope so. I would love to get, because, people that are doing your job are extremely interesting because not a lot of people know the inner workings of the EU and how and what's going on.
It is not that.
They don't explain it to us, of course, in our TV programs. They don't go into great depth.
I work in the International Relations Office in a city's council, but I'm in charge of European Union affairs within my city in Spain.
In Spain, part of the EU. Oh,
Where are you from?
I'm from Canada.
Oh, nice.
So we are very involved.
Yeah, of course. There are treaties between the EU and Canada, the EU and the States.
That's right. Especially the EU. They just started with Canada.
I know, yeah. I know. Yeah.
With Canada and the Europe.
Agenda 21, though, is the one thing that really scares me, and I understand it's been morphed into Agenda 2030. To me, that is a very insidious program of infiltration of world government down to the local level. Because you've got ICLEI, the International Council for Local Environmental Issues. There are basically standards written by the UN that filter down to the local level. Am I correct here?
Well, I don't know. It's just such a big issue. I can't.
Well, that's why I brought it up. I mean, Agenda 21 is definitely one of those programs that people have to look into, because they basically take the individual rights away from individuals and put it in the hands of unelected officials from foreign countries. That is Agenda 21. It is a UN-driven program that is being initiated through things like the European Union, which...
Is Spain still part of the EU?
Of course. The only one who has decided to step down, and they will do it smoothly, is the United Kingdom with the Brexit. But it is still very strong, and I don't think...
But didn't you have the breaking out in Spain of Catalonia?
No, yeah. No, and it's not going to happen.
Oh, it's not going to happen.
It's been a big political issue with the Catalonians wanted to get independence and separate from Spain, but that's not going to happen. It's not legal, and they have broken the constitution rules, so they are not going to do it. And even if they wanted to do it, they will be out of the European Union, and they don't want that, and the European Union doesn't support Catalonia's independence. So they have made a big fuss out of, like only half of the population, and the bad thing is that they have confronted both citizens, the ones that they want to keep in Spain and the ones that they don't want to keep in Spain.
Split them up.
Yeah, they have split them up, and that's quite sad.
In Canada we had that.
The Quebec. Oh yeah, they were getting support from Quebec.
That's right.
And from Belgium. I mean, they wanted to find their peers.
That's right, exactly.
But it's no.
Oh, good.
Other Spaniards,
it's not going to happen.
Good.
Other Spaniards I've talked to, Spanish people I've talked to, said that basically that was just a political move to get some concessions.
Of course, that's the bottom line is that they want to have more independence, more budget from the state.
Because I understand they do supply a lot of the economy.
Yeah. Okay, well, nice meeting you.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Stay in the EU.
Oh yeah, of course, I will stay in the EU. Nice meeting you. Bye.
Yeah. If anybody would like any information on the Agenda 21 program, I have some flyers for it.
Can I take a picture?
You really want to check into that.
Can I take a picture?
Sure.
Thank you. Bye.